Uh-oh, we have breaking news. Most other people were getting lots of bottled water and gallons of water in there. This is ridiculous. They don't need water, but we do now. We have well water, and our well just went out. We still have power, and there's no hurricane or storm, but there's no water. This is horrible. We can't flush the toilets now unless we all have one reserve tank on the toilets, and then once the backup water runs out, we're done. Right here, we can't use our hands to wash our hands. We can't run the dishwasher, the laundry. We're out of water. So now we need to get bottles of water. Okay, it's 1 o'clock and I put a bucket out here. We're gonna try to collect some rainwater, you can see, but I think the rain's gonna end in the next hour or two. We already had about 3/4 of an inch right now, and we're only supposed to get 1/10 of an inch left. This is kind of like going off the grid for Earth Day, collecting some water, even though this is a serious event. This is not something to take as an Earth Day something, but you can see we're gonna collect some water. It's gonna take a long time. I also thought of using ice cubes and then recycling with the new ice cubes, but I didn't realize it's on a water line, so that's no good. I just realized to check the fuse pump, the fuse box right here, so I'm looking right over here, and it says 4 to 6 for well pump. You can see right there, 4 to 6. They're both on. Doesn't look like we tripped the breaker or something. And sewer pump, I don't know if that's it for number 7, but I'll check number 7 also. And it looks like they're all on. It looks a little bit older, but they're all on the on. You can see we're getting water from our neighbor's house. We're good on water. We have, it says according to this, 80 bottles of water and 2 of these 1-gallon bottles of water. You can see we have the hose going from our neighbor's house, and it's going through our backyard and down through the basement right over here towards our well system. You can see there's the hose coming in from outside and going towards our well. You can see here's our well tank. We're not getting power from this. Usually it comes outside, and the supply somewhere comes in through here, and that way goes up to the toilet and the shower. But we're reversing it. We're using our neighbor's well right over here, and we're connecting it and shooting the water up through our toilets and the shower and sinks, but it's leaking, unfortunately. We had to buy the female adapter, and right there, that's a bender, a twister from male to female. We're still not getting a new leak. We're not getting any leaks. We got a new hose right here with plumber's tape. Check this out. This is so cool. Not just turning on the hose, but the setup. Look, we're getting water. It's not the strongest pressure, of course, because it's a 100-foot hose, but look, we're getting hot water. That's hot. Okay, I think we got it working. We're gonna try to flush the toilet now. Oh yeah. I hear a little bit of air in the hose, but it's working. We're getting our neighbor's water to fill our toilet up. It takes a little bit longer. At least we have water. Now that's pretty cool. I never thought of that, to use the neighbor's well. We had to buy a new hose because it was leaking, but it's not leaking anymore. Check that out, that's pretty cool. This is not our well at all. Ours is dead in the water, and we're using our neighbor's well. We're getting good pressure too, wow. You can see they have the crane right there. Oh no, that's gonna pick it up, the old one. Wow, that was quick, 15 minutes and they're pulling it up already, I think. Oh yeah, there's the piping, the old piping. It's supposed to be 20 feet, that's about 10 feet right there, so that's about half of it. Oh, we're getting closer, it's all dirty down there. You can see here's the 6 strands, so if they're approximately 20 feet each, we're probably 120 feet down now. You can see they're cutting each strand. Now he's waiting for him to bring down the crane. See, they're putting the new one in. There it is. That's the new pump right there. He's gonna put it down in the hole and start dropping it down in reverse order. He's going down 180 feet, we know now. He has 8 more after this. There it goes. He's gonna have to hook up all the electrical and all the pipes. He's getting ready to attach the other one soon. They're now attaching the second line, or the second pipe. They said it was 200 feet down. In feet, you can see how deep they went down. It's crazy. This whole length they went down when they dug up our well. Basically our whole yard. Look at this distance. You could tell they needed a crane. This is how deep in the ground they went. And they stopped right there. You can see we have the hose faucet on and we're removing the water. We don't want to drink this. We're flushing all the sediments. It's a little bit cloudy, you can't tell now, but we're flushing it down underneath their driveway. 20 minutes on, 30 minutes off, or until you don't see any cloudiness. And we're putting it here because our backyard's flooded, so it's going to go out the other side. On about 20 minutes, and now we're going to turn it off for 30 minutes, and then we'll repeat that cycle. I don't know if you could see this, but you could see the water is all cloudy and a tiny bit green. It's not clear at best. Right there, you can see it's a little green. I'm not sure if this is from this drain or not, but you could see, look at all that, looks like sand in there. Hopefully that's not sediments from our well tank. You could see all this dirty water. Look at this, disgusting. That's what would have came out of our toilets and our sinks right here. That's because they pulled the well up. Look how dirty that is, that's gross. And it also smells like chlorine. I'm gonna put a test strip in it to see how much chlorine is in there. And now we have the test strip right over here. Whoa, the chlorine is through the roof. It's on high right there. It's at number 10 on the chlorine scale. The pH is low, and alkalinity, I'm not sure, but it's towards the low. It's about 11 days later. It's on a Friday now, a week from the Monday, so about 11 days. And you can see we got a elaborate, complete water analysis test kit right over here. We have lead and pesticide test kit in that pouch right over here. Here we have total hardness, chlorine, and alkalinity. We have this one, pH, alkalinity, chlorine, and hardness right over here. Then we have right over here iron test, right over here copper test, nitrate, and right over here we have bacteria. It comes in a vial. Okay, this is approximately 8 ounces, maybe 12, so I'll fill it up to that line. That's approximately 4 ounces with cold water. Let me read what it says for iron. It says fill a glass with 4 ounces. Take the test strip out and dip it in for about 5 seconds and then shake once after you remove it and then wait 2 minutes to read the test kit. Okay, we have iron right over here. I'll put it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake once, and now we'll set the timer for 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes elapsed, and you could see we're good on iron. We have no iron, it's low, it's clear. At this time for copper, right here, we have the test kit. I took it out of the packaging. 4 ounces of cold water, it says, and this time you swirl it back and forth for about 30 seconds this time, and you don't shake off the excess water, and then you wait 2 minutes. That's about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, that's about 30 seconds right there. Now we'll let it sit for about 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes elapsed and copper is good, it's safe, it's orange. So now we're gonna test the third one, nitrate and nitrite. I have the 4 ounces of cold water right here, and this one has 2, so let's read what it says. You dip it in for 2 seconds, no motion, and then wait 1 minute. Do not shake off excess water. 1, 2, pull that out, and now we're gonna let it sit for about 1 minute. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes elapsed, and you can see we're not on the lowest level of nitrate. There's a little bit of pink, but it looks safe between 2 and less than 10. It's about 2 to 5, and nitrite is safe. It didn't even change colors at all. Okay, right here we have the waterworks, or it's basically a Leslie's pool strip for the pool test strip right here. This one you fill up with 8 ounces, so I filled it up even more compared to the other ones. And also, dip in cold water for 5 seconds, gently back and forth motion, and shake once, and then wait 25 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shake once. And now we're gonna wait 25 seconds. Okay, we finally have something interesting. Well, it's not really interesting, but we have something showing up here now, which is not the best, but I'm not sure what alkalinity. You can see alkalinity, it's off the charts right over here. It's up to 240. It's on all the way at the max. I think that usually just turns the pool blue. It's like baking soda or something. And the pH is high too, it looks like, but give it a few seconds. I don't know, it's about 7.8, I think. Chlorine, there's no chlorine left, so that's what we were wondering. And also total chlorine, it's very low on the total chlorine, but free chlorine, I don't know what the difference is. It's not there. And then the hardness, it's very soft. It says right there, it's about a 15, maybe 0. Find that the alkalinity, if it's high, that it might have passed through a water softener system, and that's what we have, and it could cause corrosive and scaling in the water, so that's not too good. But maybe because it only ran once or twice through the water softener, we'll have to read up more about that. Okay, right here we have the cold water and the vial right here. I'm gonna squeeze that up, and then 2 drops. Gently swirl for a few seconds, and then you put it in here. Both of these tests, that's pesticides and this one's lead. And then wait 10 minutes, About 10 minutes, and you take them both out. Okay, lead came out negative. It was this one. The first one is darker than the second one, so we have a negative, or you'd only get 1 line. Okay, we're gonna have to do the pesticide one again because nothing's showing up, and that's not a possible answer on this test kit. Okay, we're gonna take the pesticide one out, and I actually saw through the glass and it was working. The first line is darker than the other one, so that means it's the same, negative. Okay, now there's a powder in here in this vial, and we're gonna turn the water on slowly, like a slowly stream trickling out. And we're gonna fill this vial up 3/4 of the way. Okay, that's about 3/4, it might be a tiny bit more. Now we're gonna put the cap on and shake it for 30. That's a shake for 20 seconds. We did that before I put the camera on. I didn't realize I wasn't recording, and you can see it's negative, but it says give it 48 hours.